Welcome to the HeartCentered Hustle podcast. Hi, everyone. My name is Jessica Helwig, and I am your host. This podcast has been designed to shine light on how the top mortgage loan originators and influencers in real estate, leadership, and wellness from across the nation have built systems that led them to growth and freedom through meaningful change. In each episode, we will uncover how thought leaders in these industries paved their path to live a life without limitations. As a production, health, and lifestyle coach, I believe in the importance of implementing holistic approaches and developing habits in business and personal life that support and empower success and well-being. Through the theory of bioindividuality, we recognize that everyone has different wants, needs, and desires. By uncovering the things that support individual health and happiness, we have found that when implemented with intention, ultimately lead to success. As an advocate for creating flexibility and freedom in our lives, I am excited to welcome you into this space where we will discover how harnessing the power of a positive mindset and living in true alignment with our purpose will guide us to lead with our hearts and fulfill our greatest desires. Now, let's get started. Enjoy the show. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the very first episode of the HeartCentered Hustle podcast. I am so excited to be here today with all of you and feel an overwhelming sense of just joy and gratitude. In this first episode, I'll share a little bit about me and my intentions for the podcast and the heart-centered communities I hope to create. So for those of you who do not know me, I am Jessica Helwig, and by day, I am a growth coach for the community mortgage team at Annie Mac, and am also a holistic health coach on the side. So health and wellness and people, for that matter, have been a passion of mine for a very long time. And I do truly love the work that I do, and the conversations that I have with people in the mortgage space and in the wellness space are about bettering themselves to live a more full and prosperous life. And my desire to start a podcast has been sitting in my heart and mind for quite a long time. So I am so excited to create a space and a platform where people from all walks of life can come to be inspired and heard and celebrated for how far they've come, and totally supported in love to continue their journey to greatness and peace and freedom, or whatever it is that looks like for them. And it is my hope that this community and our listeners feel empowered to change their lives and make a lasting impact on our world. And it's funny, as I've been reflecting about how I even got to the point to wanting to start a podcast, I realized that HeartCentered Hustle has actually been developing for many years and came about through my own personal development and healing journey. I would say, at least the past 8 years, I've really begun to explore how to deepen my understanding and my love for myself. And that realization is a testament and an example of what living from a heart-centered place means to me. And creating this podcast symbolizes a breakthrough that I experienced in living out my truth and being courageous. So the desire or dream to create this community was placed on my heart and mind for a reason. And in order to open myself up to more abundance and happiness and friendship and opportunity, I knew action would need to be taken. So for everyone listening, I would just like to pause right now and ask you all to close your eyes and think about something that has been sitting on your heart. It could be anything from maybe asking someone out on a date, or starting your own business, or quitting your job and spending more time traveling the world. It could be anything. And it's okay if nothing comes right away. It might take some time. It is not a race, but let's just take another moment to sit here and see if anything comes up. And if something came up for you, know that it is there for a reason. And maybe spend a few minutes today journaling about it, and writing down what it would mean and how it would change your life if you did take action on that one thing. And if you feel inspired to reach out to me, I would love to hear what that experience was that came up for you. So, just to transition a little bit, I'm sure we will be having some Brene Brown fans on this show. I hope, at least. If you don't know Brene, she is an incredible author, professor, researcher, speaker, and mother, and someone I absolutely admire. And her book, Daring Greatly, is one of my most treasured books and has gotten me through some of the more trying times in my life thus far. And she speaks a lot about courage and vulnerability and embracing imperfection. And that to me is really what is missing from our world. What a different place we would live in if each person felt empowered to be courageous and vulnerable and loving and be the imperfect humans that we were meant to be. And then I would love to see the rest of the world celebrate that. So, Brene actually shares that the word courage originates from the word cur, which I believe is Latin and means heart. And when I was thinking about a name for this podcast, I really couldn't think of any better word than incorporating the word heart somehow, because its origin, the word courage, has such a profound impact on how I want to show up in the world. So to me, having courage or being courageous means recognizing your inner strength and the level of commitment required to speak openly and honestly about who we are. And through my journey, I have just found that by using my voice and to speak my truth will be the vessel that allows me to show up to be the authentic, joyful person that I want to be. And by no longer suppressing my voice, my opinions, my truth, I'm able to open myself up to connection and limitless possibilities. So, I want to just leave you all with one simple reminder, and that would be to stay curious about your greatness. Our path, our journeys will ebb and flow continuously. And that is the beauty that I am here to share on this platform. It is my mission to inspire and empower us all to lead with our hearts and fulfill our greatest desires and just live big, beautiful lives. And if I've learned anything thus far, I know I'm only in my 20s, but it would be that we do only have this one life. And there is so much beauty and greatness within all of us. So I am looking forward to bringing guests from many different industries onto the show that are on their quest to create a world-class, brilliant life. And then have them share with you their lessons learned, their successes, their trials and tribulations, their epiphanies, and the rewards and sacrifices that have come up on their journeys. And something that I just find so relevant is that we only know what we know until we're exposed to something different, right? So if we want to grow and accomplish our dreams, we have to be courageous to step outside of the known, or the industry that we're working in, and expose ourselves to new people and new experiences to see what is possible for us through a new lens, which is why we are going to have guests from many different industries on the show. So, just to wrap up, I know that this was a short and sweet solo episode, but I did want to give a huge shout out to my Annie Mac family and the community mortgage team for making this possible. As many of you know, I work for Annie Mac Home Mortgage, and it is just a complete honor to be a part of this family and to also have the responsibility to help grow it. So we just have so much fun on our team. And I want to thank each and every one of you for showing up and being the coolest group of originators and business development people that I know. They do truly just work tirelessly to help their clients achieve their dream of homeownership with a heart-centered, abundant mentality. And that is what makes this team so awesome. And not only do they do that for their clients, they create this environment for each other every single day. And I am just in complete admiration for this group and am so excited to continue working towards our big dreams together. And I do know in future episodes, we will be sharing more about our team and our philosophies on life and business. So stay tuned for that. And thank you again so much, CMT. I love you all. And I will see you all next week for our second episode. Thanks so much. Thanks again for joining us for another episode of the HeartCentered Hustle podcast. As always, I've been your host, Jessica Hellwig. Don't forget to visit us on Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, or Spotify, and check out my YouTube page. If you're a real estate agent or a loan officer and are looking for a change of pace or looking to grow your business, reach out to me at jhellwig@annie-mac.com. That is JHELWIG at Annie, ANNIE-MAC.com, or shoot me a text at 610-301-9706. And you can also find my contact info in the show notes below. Thanks so much for listening, and I'll see you next week.